While vacationing in Orlando, Florida, we decided to go down to Kennedy Space Center, which is about an hour and a half, I want to say, east of Orlando, going towards Cape Canaveral. I seriously just did not know what to expect because this was my first time. Damien has traveled and visited to this place quite a few times when he was working on board ships, working as assistant manager for shore excursions, and this was one of the excursions that guests could take. We did book our excursion here, our day here, with Escape with Weeks. So the booking link is going to be in the description below. And I do have a little bit of information a little later within this video telling you how to print out your ticket and such. Parking was separate from the ticket. Oh my gosh, look at my husband. He is just, it's Christmas for him right now. He loves Kennedy Space Center so much. They do have exhibits with animals that you will find here in the United States, as well as the early natives that lived here thousands of years ago. And we later then traveled to the rocket garden, which was very interesting. You know, these rockets were, of course, huge, but then in my mind, oh my gosh, we're going up into space and they just don't seem big enough. But overall, it was a very cool experience. We're traveling here through the month of December and the weather was absolutely perfect. Who does not love ice cream, like for real? And I was so excited to come to this Milky Way ice cream parlor, but I was extremely just disappointed. I do not care for Edie's ice cream, and yes, this was Edie's ice cream. The workers, there was 3 workers here, and one out of the 3 that helped us, I continuously told her our order like at least 4 times in a row, and she just wasn't getting it until the next 2 people just stepped in. Aside from that, this was the baby's first time having ice cream. She loved it. She still loves it now. Unfortunately, I did get a bit sick from the Edie's ice cream. We then moved on to having lunch, and oh my goodness, it is so expensive expensive to eat here. I seriously just got a salad and sadly a slice of pizza. They really didn't have too many options for food for Vivian, and I refused to give her anything fried. So she did eat off of my salad. As far as everything else goes, our experience just went up and up and up. After we ate, we had an amazing time. There is just so much to see, so much to do. This video just does not give it justice at all. Does not give it justice. As far as taking a baby to Kennedy Space Center, go ahead, take your children. Take your children. They actually even have astronauts that you can meet and greet, take photos with, get autographs, have one-on-one sessions with them. It's an amazing experience for people of all ages. They even have this one simulation where you're stepping into an IMAX theater, meaning the screen went from floor all the way up to the ceiling, and even the ceiling was a screen itself, and you're just there taking that rocket, doing the countdown, taking the rocket up into space, and then coming back down to Earth. Then you can actually go into another room and actually sit in seats. I did not get to do that. Damien experienced it. I was sitting out in another room with the baby, but he was able to just go through that simulation of taking the rocket up into space, just feeling and hearing everything that the astronauts do. Let me tell you, Kennedy Space Center has thought of everything. And what I mean by that, they have private family rooms where new mothers can go and breastfeed. They also have changing stations. Not a lot of places have that, but they do. The only thing that I would recommend for Kennedy Space Center is just to change their kids menu and just provide some healthier options.
So Vivian has completed a full day here at Kennedy Space Center. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. If you're wondering, can I take a baby to Kennedy Space Center? You absolutely can and must. There are so many things to do for children here. But don't get here at 12 p.m. like we did. Even though this place closes at 5 o'clock, they really start shutting things down at 4:30. This is an absolute all-day thing, so make sure you are here at the crack of dawn to be able to do everything.
Final check of all systems. Range is 3.
Yes, like I stated before, if you want to visit Kennedy Space Center, I would go when it first opens because yes, everything starts to shut down and they are pushing guests out of the gates at 4:30 so their employees can be gone by 5 p.m. So it is a full day journey adventure, and we are definitely going back because we did not get to do everything, and there's so many simulations and the playgrounds for kids that they have there. We are definitely going to be making our way back when Vivian gets a little bit older so she can enjoy more of that fun.